Introduction and definition. Children are important human capital to the country. This human capital can be developed to the optimum level through the provision of a safe and conclusive environment. Child protection policies are essential at this time to encourage every agency, organization, and community member to give priority to child protection as a shared responsibility. This policy is in line with the philosophy of the Convention on the Rights of the Child (CRC) and the Children Act 2001, which also emphasize the principle of protection of children in their best interest. A child is defined as a person under the age of 18 as enshrined in the Children Act 2001. Child protection refers to the strategies and activities to prevent and respond to neglect, abuse, violence, and exploitation of children. Neglect refers to the persistent and serious failure to provide basic physical, emotional, and developmental needs in terms of health, education, emotional development, nutrition, shelter, and safe living for children. Child abuse is a serious violation of a child's right to grow up in a healthy and dignified manner while posing a risk in their survival.
I will present the issue. The enactment of Islamic family law of the states in Malaysia aims to preserve the sanctity of institution of marriage. This unit is divided according to their respective state, and among the scope of this unit is such as preservation in terms of marriage procedure, polygamy procedure, and others. According to the view of the Fuqaha, the duration of pregnancy affects the recognition of the child's status, whether he or she is legitimate or not. In the Islamic Family Law, Federal Territories, 1984, Act 303, defines that an illegitimate child is a child born as a result of sexual intercourse that took place without a valid marriage born according to the Islamic law, excluding to the child of watu' shubha intercourse. An example of real case related to this issue in the case of Xavier versus Roslan. In this case, the hadana right over a 3-year-old boy was disputed by his father. Thus, the court ruled that the custody of hadana was given to this father because there was an evidence to show his mother's failure to meet the condition of hadana. Next presenter will explain about discussion.
Next discussion, the Sharia High Court has decided to assign the right of hadana to his mother Zavia, the defendant, date 25 April 2012, based on the Pahang Islamic Family Law Enactment 2005, Section 82 and Islamic law. The law, a mother is most entitled of all people to care for a young child whether still in marriage or after divorce. Islamic law, taking care of a person who is still unable to take care of himself and educate properly for a child who is not yet mumayyiz is given to his mother Zawiyah. 2014 Ruslan, plaintiff had applied to the court to vary the hadana order and his 3 years were assigned as the subject of the claim. Aims to ensure that the right of custody of hadana can be given in full based on the law or Islamic law. According to Enactment Number 3, the Administration of Islamic Law Enactment 1991 State of Pahang, Section 47 Sub 2 Sub B Sub 3, the court has jurisdiction to try any type of offence and may also impose any type of punishment provided including matter relating to maintenance, legality or child care. The Islamic Family Law Enactment State of Pahang 2005, Section 84 Sub A, state that the right of a hadana woman will be lost if the woman has married a person who has no line with the child and the person is prohibited from marrying the child. If in the care and the welfare of the child is affected, but the right of the woman will be restored in the event of divorce. Section 84 Sub E, the right of hadana will be lost if the woman is negligent or abusing toward the child.
Okay, continue with when the plaintiff also had successfully shown evidence to the court that the defendant was married to another man on 16 November 2012. It also known that the defendant's husband has no any blood-related relationship with the daughter. Okay, then the plaintiff also had shown evidence that he was the biological father of the daughter. It was also continued when plaintiff also provided evidence, documentary statement as coroner in form of photograph, which shows abuse treatment of his daughter because of poor custody by the defendant. However, the court also held that the plaintiff was lacking in terms of eligibility to obtain Hadana rights over the child. This matter is because the plaintiff has been charged for being under police surveillance due to drug-related issues. However, according to the National Drug Agency, or also known as AADK, the plaintiff already recovered from the drug activity. The plaintiff has been actively joining the activities with the society. According to the Pahang Islamic Family Law Enactment 2005, Section 833E, that a person has the hadana right to educate a child if he lives in a place where the child will not be subject to any bad deed, either in terms of moral as well as physical. This has been shown where the plaintiff works as an assistant farm manager and also has a stable income of Rm 200,000 ringgit. Finally, the court had decided to approve the claim and transfer the rights of Hadana to plaintiff. Meanwhile, the defendant lost the right of Hadana as contained in the Islamic Family Law Enactment, State of Pahang 2005, in Section 84A as because the defendant married with a person who has no line with the child, and also in Section 84E as because the defendant being abusive towards the child.
In Malaysia, the total number of children is 9.4 million people. The vast majority of these are children who have been victims of parental and guardian neglect. Case statistics have proven this by showing that during the year 2013 to June 2018, a total of 12,315 cases were reported. This has been an upward trend throughout the year except in 2017, which showed a record decline in cases. Child custody rights consist of legitimate custody rights, in other words, the right to make decisions about children, and physical custody rights. In most jurisdictions, the right of custody of a child is determined in the best interest of the child standard.